How's it going, guys? Well, after the weekend's worth of stripping out tons and tons of leaves out the garden, honestly, don't know why I bothered, believe it or not. Believe it or not, guys, but that is half a bin liner which I've just took off the pond and around the garden. Still haven't done this half yet, still got more to pick up down here and get all these trimmed back. But pond is looking pretty good. Bear with me a second. There we go, I just got my tripod. Yeah, pond's looking pretty good. Really nice and clear. Fish are all looking well. Now I've just removed another 400. So look at all these little mini leaves everywhere. They're all going to end up in there at some point. I've just cleared all these lot off and I'm going to get these fish ready for the second PP treatment. That's what I'm going to do next. Give them another PP treatment. Same old guys. Literally, as you can see there is a steaming bucket of PP ready and mixed. And what I'm going to do is just add it in the same fashion as I did last time into the flow of the pond, and then I'm going to pop some over each airstone and let that disperse it around the pond. And we're going to give them the second treatment of PP. The reason why I put it over the airstones is obviously that'll disperse it around the pond as well, so that'll get it around there quicker and faster. Spreading it around the pond. Give the bucket a good swill out. And again, guys, this is my treatment bucket. It doesn't get used for anything else other than treatments. But I want to get these fish clear throughout the winter period. I don't want them going in with sore or irritated fish, any marks or blemishes. Ooh. How about we can change the calendar? No, we can't. We're still in October, you'd have to ask. 28th today, so alright. Next one will be Vince, November. So, I'm not back up there for now. Treatment's in. I'll let it run its full course, again the same as. And then tomorrow evening, when I get home from work, I will do a water change and a quick check over them. But what I will be doing now for the remainder of the day is staying with the fish and making sure that everything's alright. Plenty to do in the garden, and just to make sure that these fish go through this second treatment. So what I did is Saturday did the first treatment, missed Sunday, did a good filter clean, good water change, really did a good filter clean out on the main one, the outside one and the three inside. They've all had a good filter clean and a good change, and prepped up ready for this. A water change done and the top back up, and now we're going to see just how long it takes this time for it to go brown. And we're 5 to 1, so I'm looking to aim at around 4 hours with it, and if we've had the 4 hours, then hopefully there's no more issues. And pond temperatures are a little higher than what we were the other day, 12 degrees, so we're a degree higher than what we was last time we did it on Saturday. Again, air's on full, flow's on full, and I'll leave it to give as much aeration and as much preparation as I can ready for this PP treatment. Hydrogen peroxide on standby again, dispensed out, ready to go. So we're going to let them crack on with this, and I'm going to crack on with a little bit more But I did say I'd do a little video on it, just so you can see how things progress and how the fish do. So, for now, I will keep my eye on these and see how they progress. Make myself a quick cup of coffee and be straight back out here. Well, in fact, my wife's going to make me a cup of coffee and then I'll be straight out here, keeping my eye on them all the time throughout the period that they've got this in. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get these parasites and the issues that we've got in the pond nipped in the bud before we go into winter. Okay, catch you up in a bit, guys. There we go, guys. We are now coming up to the first hour and we're still looking purple, and the fish are cruising around again, coming up towards the bubbles and what have you, and surfacing, so looking like they were hungry and wanted something to eat. So I just give them a little handful just to see the reaction and see what they do. But they're comfortably and happily feeding away on that. No major problems or anything as of yet. Everything all tickety-boo. They're coming up to the bubbles. That's obviously, you know, these little patches of bubbles here. We're coming up to the bubbles and sucking in the bubbles, so I thought, these guys are a little bit hungry. So I just give them a little handful and they're absolutely smashing it. Oh, not crazy, not like they would be doing in a, you know, in your summer months, but all responding to it. All looking good. Yeah. Just to kick back, relax and keep an eye on them. Alright guys, we are now approaching just up a couple of minutes off the 2 hour mark. And oh look, god damn, how's it even possible? Go around the pond, cleaning out all the leaves, and within minutes they're all back over it again. But everybody's doing fine. No issues, no problems. Apart from the bloody leaves. But everybody's moving around. Everybody's cruising about. Nobody coming up, nobody struggling. So hopefully, at the end of this treatment, we should be good. A whole load more leaves to go in the goddamn bag, and then I need to get them all picked up from down around here so they don't end up in there. I need to trim all this lot back as well, cut all that dead out, cut out the growth. And there we go. There's another little arsehole that likes to come and spend his time around my pond. But everything going good so far. Certainly got them shifting around a lot more. That's beautiful. And a spot in it. So he's done one. Put up the press. Going good. There we go, little visitor to keep me company, little robin sitting on fence. come into the garden. Look at that. How cool is that? It's the first time I've ever seen a robin in my garden. Just down here in the bottom of the garden down there then, digging around the garden, and now it's up there up fence panel. Oh, where did it just drop down? Oh, there it is, back on fence. There we go. Whew. Tell you what guys, we are still purple and we are over the 3.5 hour mark. Let me have a quick look, see what time it is. That's 5 to 5. So that is five to 1. Started at 5 to 4. Sorry, 5 to 5. That's 4 hours. 4 hours and it's still looking purple, but it is starting to turn. Let's stick this light on outside so you can see. This is the only trouble now. We're starting to lose daylight hours. So that is starting to turn brown again. Now the question is, do we leave it and let it run its cycle throughout the night? Or do we neutralise? Decisions. Well, we're still out here. It's starting to turn dark. And seeing as it's the season, we're having a little bowl of pumpkin soup from the weekend's pumpkin carving. So we're having a bit of pumpkin soup whilst we keep our eye on for the last hour or so, before it turns completely dark and I ain't got no choice but to go in. Well guys, you have to be seriously dedicated to do this stuff. Koi keeping. Out here, turned dark, still keeping my eye on the fish to make sure everything's alright. I've been out here in garden now for 6 hours plus. But we've got to do what we need to do to make sure that they're all good. Still everybody's fine. It's turning brown now, as you can tell. Just about. We've just about got enough light to be able to tell. But that is it. It's gone past the 4 hour mark. And hopefully we've got these parasites now nailed on and everything done and cleared up for the winter. Alright guys, we are well over the 4 hour mark now, so what I'm going to do, spin camera around quite quickly, let you have a quick look, see if you can see. I don't think you can see great much. It's absolutely, look now, totally pitch black now out here. And as you can see there now, we can see all the colours of the fish again. Yamabuki just here. Everything has managed to come through perfectly well. No problems, no issues. So we're just going to leave the PP and I'm going to keep coming out every half hour or so just to have a double check and make sure. The odd one's starting to flash a little bit now, so you can see the treatment still doing. There's the matrical back here. But for now, that's that. So a little diet slim and hour back to there. Jacko. So everything's as it should be, and another successful PP treatment for its second treatment, all done and dusted. So I'm going to get this locked up and get myself back in, guys. So thanks for joining us, thanks for keeping us company, even though you weren't here, but having someone to talk to for the last 5 hours while we've done this has been a little bit, making it a little bit easier to be out here taking care of them. Usual thing, guys. If you're enjoying this kind of content, do us a huge favour: like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Until next time, guys, keep smiling and we'll catch you on the next one.